Well, hello and welcome to COIL TALK.
How's it going? My name's Tim.
I'm Dave. This is Skinwalker, and that is Charmander over there.
Yeah.
We're going to be sitting here talking about some embarrassing moments and some different awkward moments that we've been in our lives, and some different things that we've done with that. You could always check these snakes out while we're doing that as well, but. Yeah. This is COIL Talk, and this is, well, that's embarrassing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start off here real quick with a story from when I was a kid. I was probably 8 or 9 years old. I went out to eat with my brother and my grandpa, and I don't remember where we were eating. It was like a little diner type feel that I remember. And waitress comes over. She was an older lady. She comes up, and she was taking our orders and everything. And my grandpa ordered, my brother ordered, and then I ordered. And I was in this burger phase. I was in a season of loving like bacon cheeseburgers.
I think everybody gets in some kind of food phase, burger phase type of thing. Yeah.
I ordered the bacon cheeseburger and fries.
Ooh, okay.
And here's what I heard her ask. I said, I'll have the bacon cheeseburger and fries.
Yeah.
And I heard, do you want it cooked? So naturally I said, yes.
Yeah, I want to cook.
And then my grandpa looks at me and he smiles. My brother's laughing. I look at the waitress and she's kind of laughing. And she goes, medium well. I'm like, what? Like, I didn't know what that was at the time. I was too young for it.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there, and after she walked away, that's when my grandpa told me. He's like, she didn't ask if you wanted it cooked. She wanted to know how you wanted it cooked. And I said, why would you ask a kid that? I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm 8, 9 years old. I don't know what medium well is, medium rare. I don't know any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So even to this day, it's still a joke. Like, how do you want that cooked?
Yeah.
Yes.
That, and now they have, when you order burgers and stuff, they have like that. You want pink or no pink?
Yeah, they made it a little more simple.
Yeah, pink or no pink. I never thought that a burger could be medium or well, or I thought that's just steaks. You know what I mean?
They can do it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I kind of have a funny one too when I was younger. So when I was younger, I was kind of like my older brother's, I guess, tester of things. Mm-hmm. So when we would want to do something, like let's say build a ramp or something, I would always be the first person to test it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So instead of building a normal ramp, all he did was we had a stump in our front lawn. I don't know. I was probably like 9 or 10, and he just set a piece of plywood in front of it. I was like, yeah, we're good to go. And in my head, I'm like, it's kind of sketchy. But then me, I want to be cool,
Oh yeah.
He goes, hey, if you rip this, I'll be sick. I'm like, all right. So I hop on this janky bicycle, it was a Duffy. The old Duffy bicycles.
Yeah. Duffy was a big brand.
Yes. Yeah. So I hop on there, and the hill we had in our front yard was pretty steep, and we're going, and I hit the plywood. It breaks in half. I flip, and I land on my back, and I have this ginormous scar, like just cut from here that goes all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible. Worst pain ever. Knocked one out of me. But
I bet.
I literally continued to do that.
Just lay there. My breath is out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That is awful. Yeah. Absolutely awful.
Yeah, never fun. Yeah.
It's another one I did. I was an adult when this one happened here. So I went to a job interview. And this is one of those jobs that like it sounds too good to be true type of thing. Like, you're gonna make that kind of money? This was years and years ago now. So I put an application in. They called. I did a phone interview.
Yeah.
They wanted me to submit some more paperwork. It was a whole questionnaire. You had to almost write an essay. Like, this is insane.
Yeah.
And they called back about a week later, and they said, we would like an in-person interview. I said, all right, sweet. Yeah. Like, I think I've made it now at this point.
Yeah.
So I go to the interview, and I'm sitting there, and I'm in this, like, waiting room. And I dressed up for it. Like, suit and tie.
Oh, nice.
Well, about 6 other guys are in that waiting room as well, in suit and tie, just like ready for this interview. And I hear a couple of them talking about it, like, "Oh, when did you get your call for your interview? And did you have to fill this out?" And it's like we're all kind of talking about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. This guy comes out of this room. He comes up and he asks me. He's just like, ahead and come with me real quick. And I said, all right, cool. So I go into another room.
Yeah.
Gives me this piece of paper. He says, fill this out, and then we'll get started with the interview. And I said, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So I fill out the paperwork, and I'm sitting there waiting. He comes back in, and he goes, he's like, are you all done with that? And I said, yeah. I hand it to him, and he grabs it, and he goes, all right, what was your name? Shook my hand and everything, and I just went, Chris. Shook his hand, and he's like, I don't remember having a Chris on my list. And I'm like,
you just came up with a name.
I just spit some name out.
Here we go, yeah.
And he's like, I don't remember having a Chris on my list. And I'm like, well, that's because my name's not Chris.
Yeah.
I said, it's Dave. And he was like, oh, Chris, your middle name? And I said, no. I said, it's not even my middle name. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
So we go back for this interview. I was not prepared for it whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I bombed that interview so bad.
Plus, your name's Chris. So
yeah.
I mean,
to him,
I
it's
don't know
Chris.
how. Yeah.
But I did. He had one of those handshakes where he comes from the side.
Oh,
so it was that
firm,
power handshake. And it was like right as the clasp happened, I'm Chris. I'm like, I blew it. I'm like, that's not even my name. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Oh,
very embarrassing.
Yeah, see, it's weird being tall. So I'm 6'8", and my hands are.
He's
huge.
not kidding either. He's really tall. No. I'm 5'11", sometimes 6 foot, depending on the day.
Yeah,
he towers over me.
So when I go to shake people's hands, they don't get like a full either they grab right here, and I feel like a little. They're like, oh.
Yeah, you get that wet noodle.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. So then,
a little dead
it's
fish.
Weird. Yep, especially if you try to. Interview, you want to shake someone's hand, it always lands right there, and I'm like, all right.
It was actually the same interview. There was another guy in their interview. I don't know what he was, a supervisor or something. And when he shook my hand, he squeezed so hard one of my knuckles cracked out loud, and I heard that pop, and he heard it too. Oh, and I'm like, that's even more embarrassing because now maybe his name was Chris. I don't know. I don't remember what his name was.
Could be.
He was the guy that kind of just sat there the whole time and didn't say anything.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You don't know what he is. He's there. He's got that judgmental stare.
Yeah.
Oh man, didn't like that at all.
Yeah. That's good. So another kind of funny moment, did a lot of stuff. Stupid when I was young, obviously, dumb and young and stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So behind the same house where the bicycle happened, the incident, we had this big field, and then the woods, and then there's this river we used to fish in all the time. And so my brothers wanted to go, just fish and waders, go out there and stuff. And me being tall, my brother was like, hey, you can borrow a pair of my waders. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure they'll fit. Well, they go up to my belly. Below that. Usually you want to up to your chest and stuff.
Yeah.
So I walk out there all confident.
You want it to sit about mid-tip.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That's true. You're not wrong. Yes.
Cramp. Holy crap. Oh, it's got a cramp underneath my thigh when I move my... Ow. Man, this is what you get with COIL Talk right here.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. Man, I got it was like a Charlie horse.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
You gonna make it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to power through here.
All right. So,
man.
So we go, I'm confident. And they're like, yo, be careful, because all these rocks and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I don't need to do that. I'm turning back. I'm like, oh, I'm fine or whatever. And as soon as I turn back around, I fall. I fall 4 foot of water. I go to stand up, waiters, it's kind of funny, but kind of scary at the same time. Filling up, I can't stand up no more, or whatever. I lose my fishing pole.
Mama, I'm going down.
I'm going down, save me. I'm sitting there trying to hold on to rocks. I'm trying to hold on to logs. Nothing's happening. And my brother had to reach out his fishing pole and stuff. But yeah, I'm just a clumsy guy, You can never trust me just walking. When I walk normally, you'll see me just kind of whiff on air.
Oh yeah, doesn't have
my
to be
ankle gives out. Yeah, literally, I'm like,
yeah, just walking. All of a sudden, your big toe gets in the way.
Yep.
You just stumble over nothing.
Happens. Oh yeah,
That is awful. Absolutely awful.
It's like, hey, who put the air there?
Yeah.
When you, oh shit.
Yeah, that air was a little more dense down there than it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh man.
Speaking of job interviews, there was another job interview that I went to. I kind of wanted this job.
Yeah.
It
so
was,
this is the one that you wanted.
Yeah, this was a
Okay,
decent sounding one.
All right.
Unfortunately, it was a sales job. I didn't really care for that, but it wasn't like a cold calling, telemarketing.
Was your name Chris?
My name was not Chris.
Okay, so
believe it or
you
not.
changed your name back
I did.
to Dave.
Yeah.
Okay,
I figured,
good.
you know what? Let's just be me. Let's just be real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Good.
it was a medical supply company or something like that.
Yeah.
And like certain hospitals and pharmacies and doctors' offices, they would call this company and say, you know, we would like to have whatever equipment. What do you have? And then you would basically put together a package that you could sell to them for what they want.
Yeah.
It was a decent thing. But I go for the interview and the guy's telling me about the position and he was just like, you know, it is like there's a base fee or base pay that you get, which is next to nothing. The rest of it is all commission.
Okay.
And he's telling me about the amounts that, you know, his top salespeople are making. And at that time in my life, I was like, well, that is really good money. Like, I wouldn't mind being able to do that. And he's going on, and this is where he starts putting that pressure on me. He was just like, you know, this is he's like, everybody gets along here. He goes, but it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And I said, okay. And he's like, you got to be up for it. I said, okay, I am. And he was just like, he's like, it's brutal. I said, all right. I said, I'm ready for the challenge. And
Let's
he's
go,
just like, he's like, you got to want it. And I said, okay. And he's like, you got to feel it. I said, okay.
Okay.
And he's like, he keeps going on with this stuff. And eventually I like turned into a little kid. Because now he's standing up behind his desk and he's like, you got to feel it and this and that. And finally he just like, you got to want the money. You got to be hungry. And I just went, I'm hungry. I'm like, what? Did I really just say that in a job interview? I just went, I'm hungry.
I want to eat. No. And this is like the first 15 minutes of our travel. We go to this coffee place, we pull up, and she's like, oh, what do you want? So I go, can I have a egg, cheese, Wago bread? Those two start laughing.